Cheers, welcome to my channel. This is an end of the month of May tarot oracle reading. And Virgo, you are the star of this astrological insight. If your sun sign is not Virgo, we all have a little bit of Virgo in us. If you do have your birth chart, what house is Virgo in? That is where this is more than likely to show up for you. This is a timely reading, so if you're watching it at this time, it is the perfect time for you. Having said that, if it's been a while since I posted this, what was going on in your life back then? That may give you further clarity as to your situation now. Just bear with me for a minute here. I'm doing these new spreads a little bit differently, so I just want to make sure that you are going to be able to see this clearly towards the end. Got it. Okay. All right. Thank you for your patience. This is the underlying energy for from the bottom of the deck for the entire reading. We have someone who has been through it, man. This is saying this is about an energy of sabotage, and this person has been left for unalive. They've had this can represent a decade of energy being directed their way, and also the swords in tarot represent mental intelligence, thoughts basically being directed towards someone, that type of energy in this case. This is discipline of the mind. Your thoughts are expressed through words, and that could be written or verbal. So whatever has happened here, the energy is, being left for unalive and been stabbed in the back at least 10 times. This quite often can represent that it was for over a decade of time. And it also can represent, one person 10 times, or it can, represent 10 different people or even 10 groups of people. The good news is that this is talking about the cycle of this energy is now ending. There's light at the end of the tunnel. You notice this person does have their hand in the form of a blessing here. And this is the same blessing, the way the Hierophant in the tarot has his right hand. And so this is talking about when the justice comes in and law and order is put back into place on the spiritual and the physical realm, that it will be the end of this cycle, and not to give up. Get up. I know it's hard, but get up. That's what it's saying. Don't give up now. And we have this energy for the internal forces of a lot of love, actually. So the Queen of Cups is representing the energy of someone who is most likely to be in a traditional marriage, relationship. This is someone who has a lot of love for other people and for her family and her children and if grandchildren, if so. This is talking about someone that she holds her cup like a trophy. Cups in tarot represent love. Quite often it's romantic love, but it can be love of anyone or anything. And this is representing more maternal love in many ways. Sometimes this can actually represent the maternal bloodline, or if you have a spouse, it can represent his or her mother's in maternal bloodline. And this is talking about this is like a trophy with a lid on it. And the lid on it is representing that this person is a container of unconditional love. And quite often this might be someone like grandparents, great-grandparents, down the maternal bloodline. Sometimes this can also represent DNA evidence or that type of energy, adoptions, people that have their DNA tested to make sure that they're from where they actually think they're from, that type of energy. We have and that's the underlying energy for the internal forces. Internal forces are what you have control over. The internal forces, you'll know it's coming from inside of you if you're asking questions like, what if I do this and they do that? What if I can't get up? What if I end up laying here for the rest of my life? That's the kind of energy, the woulda, shoulda, couldas of life. And just feeling, in this sense, I just feel a deep sadness and a lot of grief. And so, but the truth is coming in. This is talking about this energy of a reward of truth coming in from God. So this is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. The aces represent a new cycle as well. So I do feel that this is coming to an end. You just have to do your best to get back up and get back on your feet and just keep going. I know it's challenging because this has been clearly a very challenging thing for you, but it's saying you need to keep moving, keep that when the truth comes in, this is a reward and it will set you on a new cycle, I feel. And then we have this energy here of pentacles. So there's 10 pentacles here, and the 10 of pentacles in tarot represent the element of earth and earthly matters, so possessions, etc. But it also is about health, wealth, and happiness. So the symbol for the pentacles is the coin, because of course you need money to be able to exist happily in the third dimensional world. But you could have all the money in the world and still not have the lifestyle that you want. So this is more about lifestyle. This is saying, yes, it's raining money. They hit the golden buzzer. You are on your way. This is talking about having the companion that you've always wanted, to share a beautiful home with, where you want to be, the 2.5 children, the pets, the time to even stop and chat with the neighbors, that type of energy. And this is this is yourself, how you see yourself right now, that you're standing in your truth or laying in it, basically. And you're going to get back up. And you know that this is talking about your abundance. And so this is 10 of Pentacles is the most money, the most happiness, the best lifestyle that you can live. And 10 of Pentacles, if you look at it from the perspective of money, the 10 of Pentacles would be billionaires, trillionaires, and then 9 would be multimillionaires, 8 would be a millionaire, and then down from that. So really, this is talking about a lot of promise. If you get back up on your feet and recognize this is not going to last forever. And because Hierophant, you have your hand in the form of the blessing, like the Hierophant is responsible for bringing justice in the 3D world as well as in the spiritual. And this is basically saying, when you go to court, you say the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. And that's the kind of energy I'm picking up. This is going to shift for you. And there's a lot of promise here when it does. This is also talking about the 10 of Cups. So wow, like what a change from this energy. This is talking about your early communication in life, and how you communicate now. And so I feel that you felt like you were raised in a loving family, and you understand that it's possible to have this. You've witnessed it, basically. So if you've ever had success or lived in success, then it's a lot easier to have success again. And so this is saying that, and maybe this energy is talking about that you did have this and then something happened, because we have a loss here, it looks like, of Pentacles, of lifestyle. And so this is talking, having a rainbow is saying you don't quite have it yet, but there's a promise that you are highly, you're highly favored to have it if you just get up and keep going and moving towards this, having faith in the truth coming out, and that that the truth will prevail and this will set you free. This is the energy I'm picking up. This is talking about moving forward in this energy. And we have and communication of some sort possibly coming through. And then we have this energy about your emotional foundation. And so there's definitely, this is saying of course, if you're in this position, if this is what's going on, the good news is that there is support here of some sort. Like there's still, if you feel like that you don't have love in your life right now, you are highly loved by a lot of people, but by your maternal line for sure. But but this energy is saying that perhaps you've put. This is the Seven of Pentacles represents like he's looking over here and he's looking at like, how is it possible that I put all this time, money, and energy into this project, into this relationship, into this journey here, and I've ended up with only this much in my lifestyle? There's something very wrong here. I don't understand it. This is someone like seven Pentacles is talking about, like around 700K. So this isn't someone who's not been successful or doesn't understand success. And he's used to having more success when he applies himself to something. And sometimes this energy can be just the way things are right now. The energy right now around in the earth, on the earth itself, is very much, there's a lot of foundations falling and a lot of concern around the planet, and there's a lot of there was a lot of planets astrologically, like in the last few months there was a lot of planets that moved into the sign of Aries, like 6 of them, and that energy, we still have Neptune and Saturn in there, and Neptune will be there for 14 years and Saturn will be there for another 2.5 to 3. They're separating a little bit now, so I feel like it's going to ease off a little bit for people. It might get a little bit messy still, because with all that new energy, basically it's saying that maybe the way that you always did things, that you have always worked, don't work anymore, and we have to adapt to all this new energy coming in. We have the AI, we have a lot of those files haven't been released, we have like the planet is in uproar right now, the economy, everything is kind of like, a lot of people are feeling like the rug was pulled out from underneath them. And that's that Neptune energy. But Neptune is going to be in Aries for the next 14 years. So we need to learn to adapt and not fight the change so much. And so maybe that's saying for you, your emotional foundation, maybe the way that you were taught to do it, the way that worked when you were a child and growing up, the way your parents did it, it's just not going to work for you in this new energy. We have to adapt to, the times that we're in now. And I feel like that's part of the problem. And the other part is there's been a whole lot of sabotage because there's a lot of money on the line here. Like if you're wondering, like, how is it possible that all these people that, I feel that like this is your internal forces, and you still love these people. These are people that you care about. This could be family, people that, your spouse, people that you love, people that you've always loved. You still, like, this is family, basically. This is friends that are close to you, that are like family. This is community. And you're like, just the energy, when this energy that has been directed your way is very, very challenging. Like this is like a lot. This isn't like someone sort of put a little bit of effort into something. And if you're wondering, you don't even understand why this is happening. It, follow the money. So I don't know if whatever project you're working on, there's a lot of promise in it, or there's some family money, or there's an inheritance, or there's some sort of energy around this, where there's a lot more money than you think there is involved in something. And that, and I know that's really sad, but that's the truth of the matter. That's coming through here. So this is talking about the King of Swords energy, is talking about someone who would be in a profession where they use their words and their mental intelligence and their intellect to, to be able to earn their living. So this is about the King of Swords would be someone like, this could be like a politician energy. This could be government, like, and what this can be talking about is, this could be your energy, or it could be someone that is your spouse or that type of energy. or someone in your family. Sometimes that this energy can be, you know, just a member, like an uncle or a grandfather, or like someone you look up to for advice, because this is someone who's very intelligent. They've earned their living, they're educated, they've earned their living by using their words, and they have power. And people do, I mean, they are used to wielding power. This energy is speaking of someone that you know, like this could be a politician, actually. Like we have a king here. It would be someone who's high up, like president, prime minister, someone high up in the government, the decisions being made. This could represent an energy of, you know, chief of police. This could be, what else? This could be an energy of, in political, this could be senators, you know, someone in the Congress, members of the parliament that make rules, make laws, are, you know, involved in that energy. This also could be the legal system for sure. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth is what you say when you're in a court of law. This can represent judges and lawmakers and, you know, head prosecutors. If this is a lawyer energy, this would be someone who is, you know, well established, a partner in a firm. This could be engineers, inventors, researchers. This is also an energy of maybe a best-selling author, social media influencer, that type of energy. So this is someone who understands how to use words, and that understands that words can be used as weapons, or they can be used to uplift people. And also someone that understands that actions do speak louder than words. So if you give your word and you don't keep it, then it is, you know, that your word is useless basically at that point. And I feel like that's a lot of the energy that's been directed towards you. These are thoughts and energy. Like this is a premeditated, calculated effort to take something. Like there's a lot of promise here in whatever this energy is. And there's something missing here. So let's keep going and see if we can figure this out. We have this energy of the Wheel of Fortune turning. So the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor when this card comes up. And the Wheel of Fortune is actually 3 wheels, past, present, and future, all synchronizing together to come into the moment now. This is talking about, on one of these wheels, because there's actually 3 represent the past, the present, and the future. And on one of these wheels is the Hebrew letters for the name of God. And that is Tetragrammaton. And so the Tetragrammaton is a sacred geometric symbol representing, oh my goodness, did you hit your head? My poor little kitty. You got purring so hard, and you silly thing. Sorry. Are you okay? Okay, she says, I don't think he should be laughing at me. She had happy feet, and she accidentally got moving too much, and oh my goodness. So sorry, I got distracted there. This energy here is talking, yeah, the Wheel of Fortune turning, because of the sacred geometric symbol is representing perfect order. This is very much Virgo energy. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Virgo energy likes things in order, all the ducks lined up in a row, analytical critique, that type of energy. So this is talking about things moving back into order after being in disorder, for sure. And so this is talking about your daily routine and habits. And this energy here is creativity, romance, and children. And I just feel like, just from this energy, the way this is playing out, I feel like the people involved in this energy, their word is shift. Like they were smiling in your face, and then, how the song goes, smiling in your face and then backstabbing you. And this is a lot of people getting together to lower your confidence, actually, more than anything, is what I'm picking up. But again, there's light at the end of the tunnel, and I feel like this energy is coming into being, and the wheel is starting to turn in your favor, because when this truth comes out of what was really going on here, I feel that there's been a lot going on here, and it's going to come out in the open. And I don't feel like they thought you were going to be able to get back up again. And so that's why now, like, it's the energy is shifting. And this is the Queen of Wands energy is more your, this represents one of 4 queens in the minor arcana. And this is talking about, remember we said actions speak louder than words. And this energy, the Queen of Wands, is representing the element of fire. And this is talking about taking passionate action. And she normally has a very happy disposition and is very optimistic, and things are orderly in her life, and she is able to come up with creative solutions, because she uses this veil behind her, represents the thin veil between the spiritual realm and the physical, and it also represents intuition as and logic combined to come to creative solutions. And you see this little black cat here represents superstition, and a lot of people won't have a black cat because they feel like, oh, they're gonna cause bad luck. But she doesn't believe in bad luck. She knows this isn't bad luck. So this energy is an external force, and it's representing the underlying energy for the external forces here coming through. So this is talking about, I feel like this energy is saying that the external forces coming in are going to be of benefit to you now, instead of in this energy. So the external forces that come up on this side, I feel like they're going to be more about giving you answers than the people that were involved in this. That's the energy I'm picking up. Yes, because this is talking about you standing your ground now. So this is now that you, like, this is you deciding, I'm getting back up. And this is like when the truth comes, there's some truth that you know now that you didn't know before. And this is giving you the passion to be able to get back up. And this is saying that you will stand up for yourself here. You are going to fight for what is yours. This is talking about taking passionate action to stand on higher ground. And all of these ones here, the other 6 wands here, represent people that are taking action against you. And you're standing up to all of them at once, and you're protecting your heart. This is, now that I know what I know, I have conviction beyond a doubt that I am going to stand my ground here. And you notice there's one boot on one foot and a shoe on the other. And this can talk about, straddling that ground right now and saying, and these people did not think you were going to get back up. So this is an issue for them. This is conviction beyond a doubt. You have no doubt that after God showed you the truth of what's happening and showed you that the wheel is turning in your favor and that you can have this, you are going to fight for what's yours. And this is talking about a position of your partnerships, commitments, and marriage. So anyone coming in better be standing up for you, or they can, what they can do. I don't want to say that because I don't like swearing on my channel. Here we have the World, and this is the end of a cycle. And so this is actually in the position of transition. When the Fool starts their journey, it's saying that they start at the 0 point. And when this card shows up, it's saying that a whole new world is opening up. And this is in your position of transition. So right now we have, this is interesting because we have the new moon in Taurus, and that was on the 16th. And so like we're still 3 days in, 3 days in and out of the new moon. We are still feeling that energy really intensely. And this is talking about, the Taurus position is talking about the element of Pentacles, and it's talking about fighting for your possessions. Taurus energy does, they want security in their finances, in their home, in this comfort zone. This is Taurus. This is totally like, this is what I want. And they don't like when people mess around with that energy. And then the Scorpio energy is talking about transition. And that energy, this is saying like, this has been threatened. And the Scorpio energy is like, let's just take it apart and put it back together again. And there's a conflict here. But this is saying this is now over. Whatever has happened here with these pentacle energy, whatever that that these people expected to get out of it, that is come to an end now. The truth is out. Some sort of truth is out. We'll keep going and we'll see. You may know what this is. You may be in some sort of court proceedings or something, because this card can quite often also represent this energy of a windfall coming your way. You know, like on the music shows and that, when the golden buzzer is hit, then like the person gets to skip a step and move forward. It's that type of energy. Like, you know, when a windfall is coming in out of nowhere, something unexpected, something that just, you know, it could be an inheritance, a trust fund, some sort of something. And I feel that the truth is coming out about something like that. And perhaps that's why you are in this energy, is because this could have been like, because this is talking about grandmother, great grandmother, mother, and depending on your age, the people that have crossed the veil are telling you, you are loved. Don't give up now. I can like feel their grief, absolute grief. And this is the transition, the happiest card in the deck. So God is giving you the truth, and this is saying you're not alone. God is with you at this time. This is the happiest card in the deck. The sun represents God's energy. This is representing you as a child of God, and you're on your pony here. Look at no reins, no fear. Totally, this veil, this banner here is representing your God-given destiny, and all the sunflowers here. So this is talking about this energy of moving back into this energy of being your normal, happy, healthy self, that type of energy. And it's interesting because this is this is actually like fire sign energy, but it's almost like there's a fire lit within you now too. The truth is coming out, and the truth sets everybody free. So there might be something going on here. This could represent a partner of yours, or this type of energy that is supporting you now, or there's some sort of happiness coming in. This truth coming in has changed the scenario completely. And then we have this energy, oh my goodness, we have the devil. So this is talking about temptation coming in. I feel like this is explaining what happened here in the old cycle. I feel like this is saying there was temptation over some sort of windfall of energy. And it was given to you by someone down your maternal line. So this energy is talking about, I don't know if you have any information around that. There may be a lawyer coming in to share some information with you. What do they call it? Probate lawyers, or that type of energy. That's something, I feel that this was temptation. So when the devil shows up, this is about temptation and people giving into temptation. This is your higher learning. The truth coming in is a direct gift from God, and because it's really what I feel this is saying is this really doesn't. It's not a personal matter. This is between God and the devil, basically. And so these people, when they decided to give into temptation, they aren't up against you. They're up against God's plan here. And this is coming to an end. And they've been given every opportunity to make choices about that. See, the Lovers card in tarot is about lovers, but it also is about making choices in life, about who you choose to be with. And this is talking that the devil is crouched in between these two lovers. They're yoked to each other and they're chained to Saturn's box. And the devil is crouched between them. This is saying that this is lust rather than love. And this is giving into some sort of temptation with someone else. Like this is a combined effort. And when when the devil card comes up, I always cover it to see. This is very clear that God is saying, don't take this personally. This is between the people that gave into this temptation are not up against you now. They're up against God now. And so I'm just like, oh, okay, let's just end the reading. But let's see what the next card up is. Yeah, so this disappointment that you had in love, there was a third party energy. That's what this is basically saying. So this is talking about, there's 2 cups of wine spilt, and then there's this one that has some sort of liquid in it. And this is representing a third party energy that someone gave into temptation-wise, and they were involved in whatever was going on here. And I do feel that this is you being just totally like devastated at the loss. Like maybe you thought you already had this, and then found out, oh my God, like your partner, this is talking about your partner wasn't who you thought they were, basically. And now you're standing your ground. And so this is talking about turning around and picking up the 2 cups that are standing, going down the path, crossing the bridge over troubled waters. And you'll notice like this, the castle is half dilapidated and half standing, basically. And so it's saying, are you going to have the attitude that the glass is half full or that glass is half empty? Because that's what you having a good attitude and getting back up after all of this, doing your best to, stay on your path and you deciding, I'm going to get up and I'm going to fight for what's mine, has now put you in this position where you are stepping out of this energy and away from this energy. And now God is covering you here. This isn't between you and them anymore. This is between, oh, look at that. And God is saying, this is what you deserve, not this. Whoa. Isn't that interesting energy? So this is saying that don't worry about this energy. God is going to send someone in for you, a divine partner that's going to be possibly someone that you don't know, that you've never met before, but this is definitely going to be much better for you than this energy. This is in blessings coming in. So you are going to have, God's saying you will have this. Just leave it. Pray, meditate, and you got up. That was all you needed to do, is to make that decision that you were going to get up and continue to do your best to stay on God's plan for you. And whoa, like this is really powerful energy. And look at this. There's going to be a Knight of Cups coming in. This energy is a new cup of love to put you on your journey. This is really beautiful energy. Things being put back into order. So if you've been on the right side of the law here, you have nothing to worry about. And, that energy is going to come through for you. And this is saying the Knight in Shining Armor is someone that was true, did everything, your cup of love was a real offer of love, that you were in this energy, and as long as you were on the up and up, then this is going to turn out to be beautiful. Whatever happens, the truth is coming out. It's going to be put back into order through God's hand, and it's coming in. So, this new lover, this energy, wow, it's just very clear. I don't even know if we really, and then at the bottom of the deck here is judgment. And this is talking about God's judgment. And this is also talking about, here we have the ancestors literally climbing out of the box cheering, because this, whatever it was that you were supposed to receive, The ancestors are, yes, finally, judgment's been called. And this can represent skeletons coming out of the closet. This can represent Pandora's box being open, and all the truth of what happened here is coming out. So the descendants and the ancestors are waving to each other from the other side, saying, yay, life is improving, and it's going to be better for the ancestors, or for the descendants as well, because this is clearing up a bloodline, basically. Interesting energy. So if you're, if this is all you needed from this reading, thank you for your time and energy. Just be okay with understanding the truth will come out, and it will set everybody free. The truth can be really hard to take, but when it comes out, then people have to adjust to whatever happens. It's just that type of energy. So congratulations for getting back up. And let's keep going here. I'm going to clarify this with my oracle. If you're leaving now, please do give it a like and comment if you receive benefit. It really helps me build my channel. I really appreciate it. Okay, we're going to, here we have the World card coming out here. Amen. So this is my oracle I'm clarifying with. This is Tales from the Vector. I started this back in 2020, and in 2007, and in 2020 I completed all 64 paintings, and these numbers on these cards represent the paintings as they are in my gallery. There's the 64 right there. And this energy, so these are the numbers of the cards as they're listed in the gallery, and I will put them in the description box below so you can check it out if you want to look at the paintings. This is one of the paintings, the Virgo painting from the oracle, and this is representing the Virgo energy. And I will, in the description box below, I'll have them in the order they appear here. So if you want to take a look at the paintings, sometimes they say a picture paints 1,000 words. It can give a lot of clarity. All right, and right now I'm bringing the deck out, the oracle out, but I'm working on gathering the information. And you may have noticed in real life that what's written on paper isn't exactly how it works when it's in action. So that's why I'm working on gathering information as I go. I'm learning so much. It's been a lot of fun for me. So the world is talking about the energy changing here, definitely. So this is saying this is over. All you needed to do is get back up and have conviction beyond a doubt that you were going to stand your ground here. Judgment is coming in, definitely. The angel's blowing her trumpet. As long as you're on the right side of the truth, it's a double-edged sword, just as judgment and justice is a double-edged sword. So this is about one cycle coming to an end, and everything that anyone could have learned from it, God has called it. Okay, time is up. And then look at this. We have 12 and 21 here. And this is the Hangman. And I feel like this energy has been stuck for a long, long, long time. And it's finally coming into balance. This could even be leftover energy from your ancestors, and that's why they're so happy, because they're not resting in peace when this kind of energy. And it's kind of like, you see the numbers? This is saying this, the Hangman hangs from the tree of knowledge until, and he hangs upside down because he wants to gain a better perspective of what's happening, and what action to take. And that gives him balance, like seeing it right side up and upside down. But this can also talk about stuck energy. And this card has been coming up a lot for a lot of people. Like, it's just kind of like the energy right now in the world is like things are happening fast, like that kind of energy. So it's talking about cleaning up loose ends, that type of energy. So things that have been stuck, maybe even for generations, are now becoming unstuck. And we're moving forward. We have the Pisces energy here. So this is talking about sink or swim energy. And so yes, when the truth came in, you had a choice. Either stand up and have conviction to fight for yourself, or lay there and just give up. And you chose to stand up, sink or swim. Now the Pisces energy, I just want to point out, when I have horoscope signs come up in my readings, I'm not talking about individual people. I'm not saying a Pisces did it. It's not that type of energy. For me, I mean, if you ever get your birth chart done, you'll find out that you probably have most or all of the signs in your chart. And wherever they are, that's where you can, it's a little bit of information that you can use to improve your life. And that's what I want us to be able to learn from the energy. And it gives us understanding of other people's perspective as well. So this is talking about some sort of authority figure, or authority, like I feel like this is representing the legal system on the, judgment is here. So this is judgment from the spiritual realm. Court is in session, and court soon will be in session if it isn't already in the 3D. And then this is talking also about this transition coming in. This energy thought, this is definite, this is confirming, this is why they did what they did. I wouldn't even take it personally. I feel like this is, they got tempted, but they saw a lot of coin here, and that's the reason why. And this energy, the need to be right. So it's talking about a karmic space where you have to be right. And so if you have to be right all the time, it means that other people have to be wrong. And it also can be about righting wrongs or wronging rights. And I do feel like this is saying, if you have to be right to be happy, it could really affect your happiness. And this is about making mountains out of molehills. But in this case, I feel it's about you making a molehill out of a mountain, not understanding the extent to which this was happening. And then this is talking about harmony through your words and being able to speak your truth. And maybe I could see someone who's in this position could be in fear of speaking their truth. Maybe you did speak your truth, and you couldn't get the help you needed no matter where you went. So the only help you really got was from God himself. And so that's why God stepped in. This is a scotoma, major accomplices. Scotoma is when you have a blind spot and you can't see something. And this is about your romance, your children, your creativity, that kind of energy. And so it's talking about, I've come to the conclusion from doing all these readings lately that love is actually blind. And scotoma in your eye is when there's a small part of your eye where the pixels are blurry. If you look at it from that angle. And so this is talking about, you maybe wouldn't even notice it in the big picture, but if it's in a certain place, then you would notice it in your eye, like if it's right in the pupil or something. And so this is an energy of not wanting to see something, and probably because, this is saying these are people that you care about. And you might even still love them now, but you're totally cut off from them at this point. This trauma queen energy is, where you're under so much trauma, basically, that it's, are you going to fight? Are you going to run? Or are you just going to lay here? What are you going to do? And you've decided, the wheel of fortune is turning. That as soon as the truth came in, that gives you at least the ability to understand what's happening. When there's this much effort being put in from outside, from external forces, it's really challenging for you to, if everybody else knows what's going on, but you don't, it could be very challenging. And we have the star energy on this energy. So this is saying that this energy coming from out here, this is talking about how you're dealing with this energy. You didn't even recognize this energy because you thought that there's no way that these people would ever be involved in something like this. So this is a big scotoma here, and a lot of trauma being caused by it. This energy is also now talking about Capricorn energy. So a lot of ambition, a lot of that, and there's that Saturn. So I feel like this has been going on for, at least a decade, and probably more. This energy is talking about being caused by ambition in that. But now that Capricorn energy, Capricorn energy is ruled by Saturn, and this is taking consistent steps of action to be able to reach your goal. And this is talking about seeing possibilities in the challenges. This is the energy that allowed you to get up, but this is also the energy that wanted to take you down, if that makes any sense to you. Saturn just moved in with Neptune at the same time into the sign of Aries. So the energy is very different again. And so that's what I feel is happening. We have the moon energy. This is talking about having reckless abandon. When you turn to God for empowerment, this is talking about using your intuition and your logic to have creative solutions. And that's showing this energy here. If you don't know what to do and you're in this position where you're like, you really, like you're in, I don't know what to do. I don't understand what's happening. This energy is having that intuition getting sharper and being able to understand what's really going on. God giving you the courage to get up. You're not alone. This energy here is talking about you've never been alone, but now that it's gone too far, there's a certain point where it just has to end, because it's people are given too many chances, and if they keep on and they keep deciding to make the same, it's not even a mistake, because this is calculated to make the same choices and to decide and to give into temptation all the time. Eventually you have to get on, like the guiding star is your North Star. It's your when you're on your destined path, and these people have gone so far off their path and they've been given so many opportunities to make different choices, and they keep choosing the same devilish energy, basically. And so this is talking about what's coming towards you now. And this is, this is basically saying this isn't your problem anymore. This is between God and the devil energy. You are now going to, this is talking about safe travels. Okay, so being able to move forward with a divine partner. This will be this won't be someone from your past that comes in. It could be someone that you know from before, but it wouldn't be someone that you've ever had a relationship with. This is like someone that is coming in with a true cup of love. And this is basically saying this is your justice coming in. This is karma being cleared up, but not just for you, but for the family line, basically here. So that's why the ancestors are cheering. And this is talking about this offer coming in as redemption from the karma caused here, from all of this energy. So it's happening, but you're going to have to wait for God's timing, because this is also talking about justice coming in from, I feel, some sort of court ruling or some sort of something here. There's a few cards here that definitely are talking about judgment on the 3D. And I do feel that when this truth comes out, it could have to do with a lawyer contacting you or that type of energy, something to do with that. I do hope this has been beneficial for you. I'm sorry that you've been in this energy, that you've been dealing with this. It's not an easy place to be. And, congratulations for having the courage and the stamina to get back up. I feel like things are going to get better. Breathe, continue to pray and meditate. And yeah, thank God that God stepped in here for sure. All right, consider subscribing if you resonate with the energy of the channel, and I will be back with that. I'm going to do a blue moon reading because we have 3 moons this cycle here at this last 10 days, or the month of May, we had a full moon, and then the blue moon is another full moon, and it happens, you know, once in a blue moon. It's special energy, so we'll see what that brings for you. Bye for now, Virgo. Oh, little kitty. You did a good job of purring.